Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. This is Tracy Brown, and my team and I of non-diet dietitians provide trauma-informed nutrition counseling to help you feel safe in your own skin as you try to become a normative eater, or whatever that means, a competent eater, right? So in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about, again, that's a part 2 of Monday's video, when the food experience is what feels triggering, when you feel sensations inside and you want to eat to jam that down, or stop eating because you feel a sense of fullness that just doesn't feel tolerable and doesn't really make sense why. And cognitively, you can understand that maybe what you're experiencing isn't a threat, but it sure feels like it. And so in today's video, I just want to give you a couple tips to start off with. Now, I don't think that all of these things are self-help in terms of we can usually go some implicit memories, like body memories we don't really understand or remember, can be worked on your own for sure. But a lot of these things that we do in sessions really need co-regulation. You need a safe other there. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're feeling like you're doing these things and it's you're not quite sure if you're doing it right, or what you're supposed to be feeling, or it just feels too hard by yourself, that is actually that's actually pretty normal. But I want to give you a sense of go ahead and try some things that won't do you any harm, and do see if you get some relief. And maybe if you're one of those people that it's super helpful for, keep doing it. Don't stop just because you get some relief. Keep going until with it regularly. You might need to do these things regularly for 3 months, 6 months, a year, before, during, after your meals, to really build and deeply establish a new neural pathway of food is not the threat. Body sensations inside you that you have agency with and over is not a threat. All right. So one of the most common things I have people do first is really evaluate their eating situation. If you're eating in a place that feels too big, too fast, rushed, not quiet enough, too quiet, consider shifting your environment. So if you typically eat by yourself and it would feel good to eat with somebody else and you can kind of have some co-regulation, do that. All right. So try to make that happen. Eat with coworkers. They don't have to know what you're doing. Eat with your family. If all these people are relatively safe, right? And they're not making fat phobic, good food, bad food comments, right? That would be great. If you feel like you actually need some space, allow yourself to have the space. If it would benefit you to sit outside on your back porch, your patio, whatever, or to even sit in the safety of your car, not to eat to zone out, but to eat to feel like you have some more containment. That could be good. Which goes to suggestion number 2 is build a nest. Build a nest. So put pillows under your arms. Maybe if it feels good to have some a weighted blanket or a lap pad on your lap, or heavier blanket, do that. If you need to have some music on in the background that doesn't maybe have words, but it's just instrumental, try that. Look at your lighting and what's around you. Maybe you need to get rid of clutter in your space so you can feel like you can really settle and breathe. What else? Oh, you might need to have something, around the bottoms of your feet, like a ball under your foot just to kind of roll. Maybe you need to have something to hold onto in your hand, like a scarf, or something from somebody that you really feel is safe and has got your back. Something to grab onto as you're eating. Last thing I'll mention as a tool to try is, if you're feeling like you're getting overwhelmed, you're too much, take a break. It's not a break to stop eating. It's a break to re-regulate yourself, come back into the knowledge of the present moment, physically, mentally. That is 2000, whatever year you're watching this, you are relatively safe enough, and this food is not the threat. That your body does have the ability to give you accurate signals. It's just that we have been kind of divorced from it. We've been disembodied for so long that you might need to take a break, breathe, wash your hands, whatever you do, and come back to it with more regulation. So those are 3 tips. I hope you enjoyed those today. If you did, please pass them along to people that you think could be helpful. Again, I'm not saying that all of these things that we can't always do all these things by ourselves. Sometimes we need to do them in the safe relationship and container with somebody who can help us co-regulate. Sometimes we can do these things by ourselves. But remember, it's not a quick fix. You have to do these things regularly. I'm literally talking, if you're doing none of these things, once a day, do it. If you're doing it once a day, all your meals and snacks. Let it take a year. It's okay. You're trying to build a new physiologic neural pathway. It's not just changing how you think. That's important. But you have to get your body and your mind hooked up that eating food and feeling internal sensations is not a threat. What happens sometimes is that we start to eat or we binge less, and 5-6 weeks in, without enough container and support, we start to get kind of wobbly and we bail, right? We go back on a diet. We just start to feel like this isn't working because we're actually feeling so much emotion and sensation that we don't understand, that we go back to what we know because at least there's some relief. We're not safe. We don't feel great. It's just we have relief. All right. And what we're looking for is not a quick fix relief. We're looking to build a felt sense of safety inside. So you have to hook up your here and now self to see what you're doing isn't hurting you. It's actually long-term really good for you. But at the beginning, it doesn't always feel that way because you are moving into something new. And oftentimes that makes us feel scared, hypervigilant. We don't know the outcome. We can't, you don't know exactly now. And we don't always have a lot of tolerance for the unknown. And these tools teach us how to, right now, what I'm noticing is that I'm okay. All right. It's just a physical tool. That's all this is. All right. So if this was helpful for you, please patch along. Let me know about it. If you like this video, tell me about it so I can provide more resources that are similar to this, and they need to make a difference. There's one thing to watch the videos and, oh, that was nice. But when you go practice it, and then you actually get feedback that eating more food long term, we're talking like many months, that felt better. That was worth it. I do feel more cognitively here and safer and present and able to have more congruence in my actions. You want to see the fruit of this. And if you're not, are we not doing it regularly? Or maybe it's just not working. We need something different or more support. So assess the situation appropriately as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.